There is one moment in any U.S. professional's career that determines whether they will ever be seen as a leader. It is not the moment they deliver their best work. It is not the moment they get their best performance review. It is the moment something goes wrong, and the room watches how they respond. In that moment, in that single pressurized minute, your future at the company is being silently decided. Because how you react under pressure tells senior leaders everything they need to know about whether you belong in the next room. And most American professionals fail this test without realizing it is being administered. Subscribe right now, because this video closes phase 2 of this channel. And it is the most important video in the series for your career trajectory. Let me tell you about a moment. There is a man somewhere in a U.S. Fortune 500 company who has spent 4 years building a reputation as a talented operator. He is smart. He delivers. He has been on track for promotion to director. Then last quarter, something went wrong on his project. A vendor missed a deadline. A senior leader from another department questioned his decision-making in a meeting. The room got tense. He felt his face flush. His voice tightened. He defended himself sharply. He cut off the senior leader to make his point. He pushed back with frustration in his tone. The room watched. Nobody said anything in the moment. 3 months later, he was passed over for the director role. The reason was never given to him directly, but 2 people who were in that room have privately confirmed that his promotion was killed in the senior leadership conversation that followed his reaction. He did not lose the role because he was wrong about the vendor. He lost the role because he could not hold his composure when challenged. Now compare him to a woman at the same U.S. company. In a similar meeting 6 months later, she was challenged unfairly by a senior leader from another department. She felt the same surge of emotion, but she did something different. She paused for 3 seconds, breathed once, and said calmly, "I hear your concern. Let me come back to you tomorrow with the data so we can discuss it with full context." The senior leader nodded. The tension diffused. The meeting moved on. She did not have to be right in that moment. She had to be composed. She was promoted to director the following quarter. The difference between these 2 professionals was not skill. The difference was their behavior in the 1 minute of pressure. Here is the uncomfortable truth about authority in U.S. workplaces. Authority is not built in calm moments. It is built in pressurized ones. When everything is going well, every professional looks roughly the same: smart, competent, engaged. The differences only become visible when something goes wrong. And in those moments, the ones who keep their composure communicate to the entire room. This person can handle more responsibility than they currently have. The ones who react emotionally communicate the opposite. This person is at the ceiling of what they can handle right now. Senior leaders in American corporations are constantly making mental notes about which professionals belong in the next room. The composure test is the single biggest factor in those decisions. Drop the word composure in the comments right now if you have ever reacted emotionally to a workplace situation and regretted it afterward. I want to know how many people have failed this test. Now here is the deeper layer most American professionals never learn. Emotional reactions destroy authority in 3 specific ways. 1. They shift the focus from the issue to your emotion. When you respond emotionally to a challenge, the room stops thinking about the original problem. They start thinking about your reaction. You may have been right about the issue. You may have had a legitimate point. It does not matter anymore. The conversation has shifted from the substance to your behavior. And in that shift, you have lost. 2. They communicate that pressure can destabilize you. Every senior role in a U.S. corporation involves sustained pressure, difficult conversations, hard decisions, unfair criticism from above and below. The leaders who get promoted into those roles are the ones who can absorb pressure without visible disturbance. When a junior professional reacts emotionally in a small meeting, senior leaders mentally extrapolate. They think, if this person cannot hold their composure when challenged in front of 10 people, How will they hold it when they are the one being held accountable in front of 100? The answer they reach is, they cannot. And you are quietly removed from consideration for the bigger room. 3. They prove the critic right. This is the most painful one. When someone challenges you and you react emotionally, you have just demonstrated that the criticism touched a real nerve. If you were fully grounded in your position, the criticism would have rolled off you. The fact that you reacted means part of you believes the criticism was accurate. Even when the criticism is unfair, the emotional reaction confirms it in the eyes of the room. Composure under criticism is the strongest signal you can send that the criticism is wrong. Reaction is the strongest signal you can send that it is right. Machiavelli wrote that a prince must learn to maintain the appearance of calm even when storms are inside him. He understood that what others see of your inner state shapes their judgment of your fitness to lead. Marcus Aurelius wrote that we have power over our minds, not external events, and that recognizing this is the foundation of strength. He was not advocating for emotional suppression. He was advocating for emotional regulation. The capacity to feel something fully and choose how to respond rather than reacting automatically. This is the central skill of professional power in any U.S. workplace. Now here is what to do with this starting this week. Practice the 3-second pause under pressure. When something happens that triggers an emotional response, a challenge in a meeting, an unfair email, a difficult conversation, do one specific thing before you respond. Pause for 3 full seconds. In those 3 seconds, breathe once and ask yourself one question internally. What response will I be proud of in 24 hours? Then respond. The pause does 3 things. It interrupts the automatic reaction, it gives your higher reasoning time to come online, and it visibly communicates to the room that you are someone who thinks before they speak, even under stress. 3 seconds. That is the entire technique. You will not feel calm during those 3 seconds. The emotion will still be there. But the pause prevents that emotion from controlling your output. After 3 seconds, you can still disagree. You can still push back. You can still defend yourself. But you will do it from a position of chosen response, not reflexive reaction. And that distinction is what separates professionals who become leaders from professionals who stay where they are. This is the closing principle of Phase 2. Across these 8 videos, we have covered the mechanics of power, skill versus power, being liked versus respected, strategic information control, verbal discipline, the reliability trap, loyalty redirection, availability as currency, and now, emotional composure under pressure. These 8 principles are not isolated tactics. They are facets of a single underlying capability. The capability to operate with deliberateness in environments designed to make you reactive. The professional who masters this capability becomes someone U.S. corporations cannot easily ignore. The professional who never develops it remains at the ceiling of what their current title pays. The man in our story who reacted in that meeting is still a senior manager today. He is still talented. He is still being passed over. The woman who paused for 3 seconds is now a director with a path to vice president. The difference between them was not 3 years of work. The difference was 3 seconds of composure. Like this video, if these 8 Phase 2 videos have changed how you operate at work. Share it with someone who has reacted emotionally to a workplace situation and is still paying the cost. They need this. And subscribe, because the next phase of this channel, Phase 3, moves from understanding power to building strategy. We are going to show you how to position yourself for promotions before they exist, how to build influence without authority, how to control perception, how to gain respect without raising your voice. This is where understanding becomes capability. Do not miss it.